Sometimes you end up in places that you don't know, that you are unfamiliar with. And then you are faced with the fear of the unknown, or some sort of anxiety towards the unknown. You don't know what's around the corner, you don't know what's happening. This is one of those times. I'm just randomly, spontaneously in a place, in a world, which I'll tell you towards the end where I am. Maybe you can guess. Maybe you're one of those really cool guys that could just guess any place from just one picture on a Google map. But I am in this unknown place, and I'm faced with a bit of anxiety itching away. And I won't say it's like a destructive level of anxiety where I'm breaking down, having a panic attack, and I can't do anything. It's mild, but it's still there, and I notice that it's there. And that's because I'm in a place that I'm just really unfamiliar with. So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the fear of the unknown. Perhaps the beauty in the fear of the unknown. There's a very beautiful view, so in the meantime I'll walk towards there so I can give you guys a better glimpse. Quality is quite low because it's dark. Didn't manage to get up here in time during daylight, but here it is. But in any case, so the beauty in the unknown. Whenever we're faced with some sort of anxiety or fear, it's there to try and protect us. That's why there is the immediate desire to get away from this moment of fear, to try and protect ourselves from any potential dangers. However, it's almost like fear or this anxiety of the unknown. It's almost like a trigger to try and bring out within you, this deep explorative essence that you're really born with. You're born with this explorative spark that is pushing you to discover, and you can't make a discovery, or a discovery can never be born if it's not from a place of mystery, if it's not unknown. And so the beauty of the unknown is the opportunity to discover, the opportunity to experience to the full extent of whatever there is to experience. So I will give you an example. Imagine you have never swam in your life, and so you don't know what the sensation of being fully submerged in water is like. But after you get in the pool for the very first time, and you vividly experience what the sensation feels like, if you swim on a regular basis, you go 2-3 times a week, 20 years in, you might actually have forgotten what it felt like to swim for the first time. And that's because the experience of swimming isn't an unknown anymore. And so sometimes the experience itself can become bland, and then it can turn into some type of routine or a chore or a habit, and it's passively experienced almost. The full extent of the experience isn't soaked in. And so the beauty in the unknown is that to some extent you are guaranteed to have a vivid experience of whatever it is you are discovering in the unknown. So I'm walking around in this place and I discovered this amazing view. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna try and flip the camera to show you one more time. I guess I can't, but absolutely beautiful, this view. Now, had I been scared or fallen into the anxiety, I would have just stayed in my hotel and I would have never discovered this. And so upon seeing it, it's like a breath of fresh air. Seeing it for the first time. And another way I can describe what seeing something for the first time is like, is seeing it without anyone being there to see it. Because it's unknown, there's no preconceived notions, no judgments, even though the anxiety and the fear of the unknown is constantly inviting me to bring about judgments, to bring about this chatter and the thoughts to try and get in the way and interject with the experience, to try and somehow familiarize it, to make it somehow predictable. But that's not what happened. That didn't happen at all. I did not allow myself to succumb to these thoughts that are trying to interject and hijack the experience itself. So, yeah, maybe that conversation is giving away where I am. And so not succumbing to this anxiety has allowed me to discover this, seeing it for the first time, seeing it without there being anyone to see it, seeing it for what it is. Now, even though I'm using this as an example, this can be the case with any aspect in life. You may just be sitting in your bedroom and there just might be a few rays of sunlight shining through the window. It's nothing major, right? But if you observe the thoughts that are trying to interject what's taking place in any moment, and realize that there's no true substance behind them, that they are just habitual movements of thoughts, habitual movements of objects. Once that is realized, and once it's known that these thoughts aren't you, you may be sat in this room feeling as though you are sat in this room for the first time. And so that ray of sunlight may seem like it's shining from heaven. And I won't say it may seem like. You'll see it for what it is. And you can put whatever description you like, but once again, that becomes another notion that is then familiar, and then you are back to square one. And so whatever notions that arise to try and judge a situation, to try and link a situation to a past memory, like, oh yeah, this view looks like this looks like from some view from, I don't know, Primrose Hill in London or whatever, and I'm from there and I've seen it all the time. Or, you know, like, if you succumb to this judgment, you're not allowing yourself to take a fresh look. And when you're not allowing yourself this fresh look, you're not allowing the colors to be vibrant in life. You're not allowing it to shine brightly. You're not allowing the space for gratitude. You're not allowing the space for beauty. And so really, I'm hoping that this sort of gives you an idea of what I mean, that there is a beauty in the unknown. Yeah, so this is Bergamo, Italy. It's around 40-minute drive from Milan. So a bit of a spontaneous one being here, part of a work business trip. So I thought I'd bring you guys along. Thank you so much for watching. This is Hassan from The Spiritual Walks, and we are all on a journey towards the truth.